Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Whenever you're watching this, this is Taylor Watts from What's Investing, and today's video is just an update to our public fund that we've got going for the subscribers, and just a wee update on our portfolio and how we're going through this time. So our portfolio is sitting at a value of just about $2,200, 15 below, so we're at $2,184.90. So as of today, closing market, we're at negative 8.69% or negative 211.62 total returns. And this is not bad considering where we were and where we're aiming to be. So over the past 3 months, you'll see that we had our peak 20th of Feb, just before this whole market bounce around just started happening. So we started dropping, and you can see the dotted line, which is the portfolio kind of how much money's gone into it, and the pink line is what the value of that money is. So the biggest gap was here at 573, and as we've been dollar cost averaging and the market has been, the stocks have been going up at the moment, we've been recovering that gap quite nicely. So we're at negative 23, 24%, now we're at 8, negative 8 that is. So we've been closing that gap, dollar cost averaging throughout there. So that's shown some good method going on into the future, and a good example of how this has been going well for us is our US 500 stock it's actually positive for us, even though it had this massive drop here, and that's because during these 3 months we've been dollar cost averaging throughout the lows, and on the way back up we've been dollar cost averaging $4 a week into this, and same with all these other funds like the top 10, we've been dollar cost averaging up. And top 50, same thing, with dollar cost averaging up. This one had a bit bigger drop, and yeah, so that's been going really well for us, and our dividends that will be coming into the future, and hopefully in the coming years when they're not cut, will be a massive increase due to these lower price stocks. So as we had 45 subscribers last time I made a portfolio update for the fund, we now have 55, so that's gone up 10 subscribers since then. So we have $10 put into the Global Water Fund. If you're new here, every subscriber I get, I put $1 into this fund, and for every referral I get, I put the $5 from the referral into this fund, and $5 of my own money also into this fund. And that's just to have a way interaction between me and you guys going on into the future, to kind of bring you on the journey with me in this fund. And if you don't want to, you don't have to subscribe or refer or anything. You can just leave a comment below how you're going and what your take on the journey is. In the future, I will be trying to cut down how many funds and companies I have invested into, just because I was having a wee play around for the first year of investing, kind of putting money in different places, seeing what happens and seeing why it happens, and looking at announcements and seeing what's going on. So I'll likely be squeezing my funds a bit, so I know there's quite a bit of overlap between the top 10, top 50, mid-cap, property, dividend, so I'll probably be doing an overhaul on some of these and cutting them down. I might get rid of probably 2 of these US ones, and probably this one, as I haven't been that interested in this one, just put into top 20. And whereas for companies, lots of them have just kind of chipped in $2 to have a wee see what's going on. So I'll probably be just keeping this because it's just $2, and if it goes up above $2, I'll probably sell it and just make some sense on that. Same with Canada South, and I'll probably be just adding those onto something else. Yeah, whereas I think some of these companies have good potential that I'm invested into. I think in the future, restaurant brands and the retirement places and Oceana Healthcare, Ryman, and lots of the power ones, they will have good opportunity to grow into the future as consumers will start consuming normally. They should have more disposable income. As for me and most people I know, their expenses have gone down. It's just food's gone up and power maybe, but lots of other things like entertainment and all those things that you shouldn't be buying much of, but you do anyway, all those things have gone down. So hopefully lots of these consumer staples and retirement things should be bouncing back up if we flatten this curve. But yeah, that's kind of all we're talking about today, is just our portfolio, how it's going, putting $10 into that, and yeah, that's where we are. We're bouncing back at the moment. I assume there'll be another dip for a burst in the spread in a country like the America, or we see some companies going into receiverships that have kept it quiet, like Burger King's parent holder company went into receivership yesterday or the day before, I think. So that might start affecting other companies that are similar, like restaurant brands might start getting affected because Burger King's going under. I don't know how the other companies are managed similarly or not, but KFC, Domino's, all those kind of things, they might start having some hardships as well. But I think some of them will be okay, because I think in Australia KFC is still doing deliveries, or somewhere I saw it online. But hopefully we get through this, learning something, of course. And so far what I've learned is dollar cost averaging has shown to be beneficial in this market, because if we look here over the past month, or 3 months rather, we can see how bouncy it is up and down. And if you just lump summed, say, I don't know, once every 3 weeks, you could lump sum here, and then 3 weeks time you could be lump summing, I don't know, there, and then lump sum another 3 weeks later, which would be like there, and you'll miss out on these two that were lower. You miss out on this one that's lower than that one, and you won't be riding the curve up as well, because you want that frequency to just like jitter your way up and down to get in between all of these bounces. And yeah, so that's where we are. Happy investing, guys. Keep on to it. Let me know how you're going, and yeah, I hope to see you in probably a week. I'll be making another video. Hopefully have some more photography on my Instagram, because I do have one idea on my mind at the moment. And yeah, I'll see you around.